Hey everybody, I'm Lisa Rowberry, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel and happy Wax Wednesday, where around here we like to do a fun little series called Bars to Jars. Now it has been a couple of weeks since we have done this series, so it is time to pick back up. And if you are newer to my channel, hello and welcome. This series is fun, especially for those of you who you like to burn candles, but you want a melting option that is going to be complimentary, or maybe you don't burn any candles, but there are different vendor candles that you like particular scents and you would like to find a wickless option. That's where I hope this series comes in handy or helpful. We have definitely been having a lot of fun with this, and this has definitely opened my eyes and my nostrils to some new mixes, some new scents, some scents that I enjoy on their own, but when they're mixed together, it's a whole different love. Or, especially in this case today, there may be some scents that I don't necessarily love on their own, but then when they're mixed, it's like, ooh, divine. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Today's video, we are actually going to be talking about a Bath & Body Works candle that was available, I believe, a few years ago, and then it was available during the semi-annual sale that is actually going on right now. It's no longer available, but if you have this one in your collection, or if you know of this scent, you may want to try this mixture. So this candle is called Ski Lodge. It's hot cocoa and cream. So this is obviously more of a wintry type candle. It's really nice. This is, and I knew as soon as I smelled this, I was like, oh, I've got to do this mixture because I feel like this is going to be a great mixture for one particular Scentsy fragrance. So, and let me tell you, it delivered. So let me read you the notes here. So this is hot cocoa and cream, and the fragrance notes is decadent milk chocolate, fresh steamed milk, and mini marshmallows. So I already, like off the bat, I smelled this and I was like, okay, I already know what I want to mix. What I want the base to be. And of course, it has to be Brownie Batter. So now for those of you who loved Hug in a Mug, that obviously isn't around anymore, so you may want to listen up if you're trying to find a mixture that's close to that. I feel like Hug in a Mug would have been the exact like perfect mix for this candle to pair along with it, but that's not available anymore. So I want to talk about fragrances that are currently available. So Brownie Batter, and this is the one that I was starting to say that I don't love this on its own. That's just me personally. I'm kind of picky when it comes to chocolate based scents, and this for me, I mean, Scentsy hit the nail on the head with this. It legit smells like raw brownie batter. It smells delicious, but I'm just like, I'm kind of on the fence with if I want my house to smell like brownie batter. I'm not usually one that loves just solely chocolate based fragrances for the house. I like chocolate notes. But I feel like there just needs to be something else in this. So I was like, perfect. This candle is giving me the motivation to do some mixing with this, and it's so good. So let me tell you the mixes. So immediately I thought, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll mix 1 cube of brownie batter and 1 cube of toasted marshmallow. Both of these scents are currently available, but what I found, and you'll see I didn't even try the mixture. So you can try the mixture. I'm sure it's gonna be actually really nice, but it's not. Here's what held me up. There is a like smoky, not overpowering, but there is like a wood note to this that you get, that I feel like what we're looking for in terms of something to be comparable to this candle, we're looking for more of that just sweet marshmallow or vanilla based scent, not so much the wood that comes out in this. I think if you wanted to mix these two together, it would be really nice, absolutely. But I'm just solely talking about this particular candle. You don't get that like wood note, because obviously you want it to smell like hot cocoa, and usually there's no wood in your hot cocoa. So if there was no wood note in this, I definitely would have gone this route, but I decided to go another route. So what wound up being the winner is mixing 1 cube. And when I'm talking about mixing, I do 1 cube to 1 cube in the same warmer. You don't have to. A lot of times what I will do with some scents, especially because I have several warmers in my home, if I want to mix, but I don't want it to be, I don't want to say overpowering, but a lot of times what I'll do is I will mix certain scents, like I'll do alternating warmers. So one scent in one warmer, a different scent in another warmer. And then when they melt and they mix and mingle in the air. This particular series, what I do is 1 cube to 1 cube of each scent. And you guys, so Brownie Batter, 1 cube. Now this is a brick. So obviously I am not doing 1 full brick cube, because if that was the case, we would have a waxident, folks. So I did a quarter of a brick cube. Vanilla bean buttercream. These two on their own, I feel like they're fine. Like this one, I like it, but I don't really want to warm it. But mixed together, these two are fantastic. So good. The vanilla bean buttercream gives the brownie batter more of that rich sweetness, which I feel like is kind of silly to say, because this is super rich and sweet, but it needs like a little hint of like a vanilla to just kind of mix along with it. It's so good. It is really, really good. So I loved this mixture together. But so this was by far like the closest that we can get to hot cocoa and cream from Bath and Body Works. But I decided, I was like, you know what? I also want to do another little mix. I think it's going to be good, but I was like, I kind of want to try something else just for kicks. And so I did 1 cube of brownie batter and 1 cube of butter pecan, because the butter pecan is super rich and it is a vanilla base, but then it adds this little extra pecan, the nutty note to it, which is really, really nice. I feel like if this didn't have the pecan note to it, it would be dead on. But I feel like the vanilla bean buttercream, that is going to give you that same type of feel. Oh man, but let me tell you, this mix is really good. So if you have both of these, if you have brownie batter and you are like me and you're looking for something to just mix along with it, because it's a little too, is it cloying? And so it sounds silly if I say, well, it's too sweet. It's not necessarily too sweet. It's just it's very chocolate forward, which it's supposed to be. It's supposed to smell like raw brownie batter, and that's exactly what it smells like. Seriously, you want to just like take a bite out of this. But I'm like, as far as home fragrance, I feel like I need to mix a little something in there with it. And so, oh man, I am so happy that I did this mixture, because it is wonderful. So I would say definitely is in terms of getting to the hot cocoa and cream, 1 cube brownie batter, 1 cube of vanilla bean buttercream. But then if you're wanting to mix just a little extra something in there, you can even do like 1 cube, 1 cube, 1 cube of butter pecan along with these two, and that's nice as well. Or you can just do the mix of brownie batter along with butter pecan, and oh my gosh, it's so good. So now I'm really happy that I've done this mix, and I'm saving the rest of this bar, and I've got 1 more bar of brownie batter, and I'm actually saving it to warm downstairs, because oh my gosh, Sean loved this mix. He was like, oh my gosh, this smells so good. So rather than warming it in my like testing area upstairs, I am going to fill my downstairs with this decadent mixture, and it's going to be fantastic. So I'm really happy that I found a really great mix for these brownie batter bars that I already had anyway. It's so good. I may even pick up a few during the fall and winter months. This is not really like, this is a pretty heavy bakery gourmand kind of scent, so it may not be one that appeals to you during the hotter months, but man, definitely during the fall and winter months, for sure. So good. But man, I am loving it. So let me know your thoughts if you have done a mixture with brownie batter, and if you have done a mixture with brownie batter, what did you go with? What did you choose? Have you done this mixture before? What are your thoughts? If you haven't given this mixture a try, give it a try. It is so insanely good. What I do want to say really quickly, I know a lot of people are probably like, oh my gosh, that's a huge brick. Vanilla bean buttercream is available in a brick size through Scentsy Club only right now. But if you don't need it in this size, you don't have to subscribe. You can get it in this size. But go big or go home. So I mean, vanilla bean buttercream, you can't go wrong with having extra of. It's a really great mixer. It's great on its own. So man, I love this mix. It was fantastic. So I'm really, really happy for this week's Bars to Jars series. So like I said, let me know in the comments if you have done a mixture with brownie batter and what your thoughts are. If you haven't, you gotta give this one a try. It's really, really good. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new, please subscribe. Otherwise, I will check in with you guys a little later. Bye guys.